2 pounds of ground beef, 1/4 of an onion chopped up, 6 garlic heads, 1 egg, another 1/4 of an onion, 1 cup of flour, 2/3 cups of rice, a can of tomato sauce, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon. Before you prep your meat for the albondigas, for the meatballs, boil your water. This is about like maybe 2 liters. Let that boil, and while it's boiling, I already have my ingredients ready to go. So this is the salt, the black pepper, and the chicken bouillon. And I have my onions chopped up and my garlic ready to go. So I will add them now. If I can, with one hand. Okay, and now with clean hands, we will go ahead and start mixing it. And let me take off my ring. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing it. So in my bowl, I have I already cleaned my rice, but I'm letting it soak in warm water so it can like soften up a little bit. Make sure you give it a good mix so that your salt and black pepper and your chicken bouillon can mix in there really good. Once you feel that it's been mixed thoroughly, I'm gonna go ahead and add my flour, which is it's 1 cup of flour. And my egg. The flour and the egg that you add to your meatballs is so that it can bind together, so that they can stick together and not fall apart when you throw them in your water. So far it's looking like this. Oh, and I almost forgot one thing. Give me 1 second. Some oregano. So just a little bit. Like this much. And there is one ingredient I don't have that gives it a really good flavor, I heard. It's yerba buena. I don't know how to say it in English, but yeah. Okay, and now for my last step, I'm gonna add in my rice. So let me go ahead and dump that out real quick. So there, my rice is now in, and mix again. Now that my water has come to a boil, I'm going to be adding these ingredients. So it's 1 tablespoon of salt, 3 garlic heads, 1/4 of an onion, and 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon, a little bit of rosemary, and a little bit of essence salt. So there goes the chicken bouillon. And just like a dash of salt for extra flavor, and just a little bit of rosemary. Mix it around a little bit. Put your lid on it and let it boil for about like 2 or 3 minutes. So while our water is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and start making the meatballs. Like about this size. So my water has been boiling for about like maybe less than 5 minutes. I'm gonna add some tomato sauce, only about like half. Give it a good little mix. You can always boil your tomatoes and blend them and add them in here, but I just didn't really feel like it today, so I chose some canned tomato sauce. So I only put the rosemary in there for flavor. I'm not gonna leave it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out if I can. Big difference if you leave them in there. So that should be okay. I'm gonna let that boil for another like 3 minutes. And my meatballs are done. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18 came out with 2 pounds. So now I will be adding my meatballs in one by one. Make sure you don't, drop them in there because you'll make a big mess. And so on and so on. Once all your meatballs are in your pot, go ahead and put your lid on it, but don't close it all the way. Maybe just about like that. So one more thing I'm gonna add, and this is optional, is some chipotle sauce, salsa de chipotle. I'm gonna add about like a couple tablespoons, yeah. That's just for a little bit of spice and a lot of flavor. Okay, and this is how they look. They've only been boiling for like about 3 minutes, so I'm gonna let them boil for a little longer, 10 minutes, and I'll check up on them. So it's been about 50 minutes that my meatballs have been cooking. I'm gonna add one potato, only one because I don't want it to be too much. And I'm gonna let this cook for another 10 to 15 minutes.